Got another book review. This one is Living Our Beliefs, The United Methodist Way by Kenneth L. Carter. Or maybe it's The United Methodist Way, Living Our Beliefs. I can't really tell. Anyway, it's a pretty thin book. And it was apparently written by a retired bishop in the Methodist Church. My wife has decided that she wants to raise our son in a Methodist church. And I grew up Southern Baptist, so I didn't really know what all it meant to be Methodist. So I asked one of the reverends if he could recommend a book that would, or any information or anything that would help me kind of understand what Methodists stand for. And I also contacted the head of the United Methodist Church, or at least I spoke to somebody who was a member of the head of the United Methodist Church in Nashville. And they both recommended the same book, so I thought I should read it. It's pretty short, pretty thin. It's only 147 pages. It kind of gives you an overview of what Methodists stand for, what they believe in. It does it in kind of a long-winded way, I will say. There's a lot of emphasis on, okay, we're not bigoted, we don't judge anybody based on sexuality, race, gender, blah, 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 which isn't bad at all. It's just, it says it over and over and over again. It's pretty much every other page it says that. So that got a little old. I mean, if you wanted to say that, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I just, I wish it hadn't been every other page. I learned a lot about Methodism. I learned a lot about John Wesley. I didn't really know anything about either one going in. I'd heard that growing up, the big difference between Methodist and Baptist were, Baptists dunk when they baptized and Methodists sprinkle. Apparently there's a little more to it than that. The author did a good job of kind of sort of putting the information in there. I just wish there hadn't been quite so much filler. I learned about their beliefs in fasting. I learned about kind of the history, why they do things the way they do. A lot of it is based around the beliefs of John Wesley, who was the founder of the United Methodist movement. Yeah, I mean, if you're curious about being a Methodist, you're dating a Methodist, or you're thinking about joining a Methodist church and you didn't kind of grow up in one, I think this is a good little book. It's 147 pages. It's a pretty easy read. There's some fluff and filler. It's not really bad. It's just, it could have been a lot shorter even without it, but it's not bad. So if you're looking to find out, kind of what, being a United Methodist is all about, I'd say this is pretty good, kind of idiot's guide sort of book, but yeah, not bad.